What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage. And in today's video, I have to talk about some of the updated news I've got about the Hemi returning to the Dodge Charger. Could I be wrong? For maybe the first time ever. Well, maybe misled. Might be the best way to put it. It seems that Stellantis is positioning the Dodge Charger to be a budget-friendly option. Now, look, this is going to sound funny because their $45,000 Midnight Express Pentastar V6 Ram is the new budget truck for $45,000. So take budget with a grain of salt. We've talked extensively about the CUDA and the return of the CUDA. Well, according to 2 out of my 3 sources, and you guys know how high those sources are, at Stellantis, it seems the Charger may be directed, now that they've canceled the RT, the Scat Pack EV now becomes budget friendly for model year 2026, meaning they're going to, or 2027, I believe it's 2026 though. They're going to significantly cut the price of the Scat Pack. And according to sources, the 6-pack, the inline 6 gasoline version of the Charger is also going to be affordable. Now, you might ask, well, what's affordable? My point exactly. If Stellantis thinks a $45,000 V6 Pentastar Midnight Express Ram 1500 is affordable, they've lost their damn minds. So it all depends on what Stellantis considers affordable. That said, we've talked a lot about the CUDA over here on the channel. We've been talking about it for months before Dodge even dropped the teasers on the Charger build program. And we also talked about Stellantis sending Charger shells, like bodies, to Mexico to do V8 testing in those vehicles. And there's actually been a test vehicle spotted with audio and all of that of a V8 Charger with 6-pack badging, by the way. What if the Charger doesn't get a V8? What if the V8 is for the premium option, the CUDA? According to my sources, there are several Plymouth nameplates coming back to Dodge, and they're going to try to make Dodge, the label Dodge, regular Dodge products that you would normally see, Charger, Challenger, things of that nature, affordable, but at the same time, bringing premium options of those vehicles, not as a Plymouth moniker, but under the SRT branding. So like SRT CUDA, SRT Prowler. Now I know you're going to say, what, the Prowler? Not like the Prowler. Think like how Honda just made the Prologue a SUV and that used to be a dope little car. Think along those lines, okay? They're going to take Plymouth nameplates and put them under Dodge, under the SRT branding. That's what my sources are telling me now. So could we still see a Charger with a V8 in it? Sure, it's possible. But Stellantis is rapidly retooling right now. They're rapidly retooling right now to change the direction on where the company's going. And I have a separate video I got to talk to you guys about. Chrysler's going away. Multiple experts are talking about it. Inside sources are talking about it. They're going to pick Filosa to be CEO most likely, because he's willing to cut Chrysler. He's willing to cut Alpha. He's willing to get rid of about 4 brands in his first 30 days. That's a whole video by itself. We'll get into that in the future, so stay tuned for that. But how would you feel if the Charger became the food stamp edition across the board for Dodge, and the CUDA became basically the, Challenger version. Now, somebody else sent me a message from a Stellantis email and said that they were working on it, that Stellantis is considering a 2-door and a 4-door CUDA. I don't believe that. I get emails from people from Stellantis all the friggin' time. Some of them are, I can validate with my sources. Other ones I can't. I just don't see. It's like too much repetitiveness. Too much of the same thing. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense for them to do it. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be interesting to see. And we should know, by the way, in like the next 60 days, there's some major announcements coming for Ram, Dodge, and other things, and other brands. Chrysler, there's a reason why Chrysler doesn't have anything. And I think you're going to see Christine Fuel, just focus on the other brands that she's CEO of. I don't think you're going to see anything else from Chrysler. They can move that minivan back to Dodge like this. And I hate to say it, Frank B. Rhodes has offered money to buy this. Like, there's investment behind it. They don't want to sell it. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. I got separate videos coming for you guys on what's going on with Filosa becoming CEO, brands that they're talking about cutting. And we got the other videos that I was just talking about a few minutes ago as well. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Would you be interested in the CUDA if the CUDA was just the V8 premium option? Which I got to be honest with you. I feel like if it's a muscle car, there should not be a food stamp edition ever offered. Like GM selling the Camaro. It should only be a V8. It should be an SS version, or okay, maybe they have like a LT version with a V8, right? No V6s. There should not be a V6 option for the Camaro. There should not be a V6 option for the Corvette. They don't make one, obviously. There shouldn't be a V6 option or a 4-cylinder option for the friggin' Mustang. They should all be, if it's a muscle car and it's muscle car branded, it should be a muscle car, not this bullshit that these companies try to do. That's just my opinion. But let me know what you guys think about this CUDA news in the comment section down below. And would you be disappointed if the Charger doesn't get the V8 and only the CUDA gets the V8? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Give the video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Make sure to go check out tksgarage.com if you haven't checked out the new hats, hoodies. And I'm going to be putting some different petty-ass t-shirts over there here really soon. So stay tuned for that. But as always, thank you very much for watching. And as always, stay petty, my friends.